Welcome to my one-episode podcast, Static Silence, produced on Hi-Res Studio. This one is going to be a special one because we will look into a character reflecting on the downfall of their dystopian society, inspired by themes from Fahrenheit 451. There will be nothing else like this one.
Hi, I'm Jake, and I'm a content moderator from a collapsed society.
Hey Jake, I'm Linda, and I'll be asking the questions, trying to understand how it all fell apart. Let's start simple. What was your job before everything collapsed?
I reviewed content, every post, every video, every article that people tried to upload. If it caused discomfort, confusion, or controversy, I flagged it. If it challenged the narrative, I deleted it. At first, it felt harmless. We told ourselves we were protecting people.
Protecting them from what?
From thinking too much, from arguing, from questioning, from knowledge. We believed peace came from silence. And silence was easy to enforce when the algorithm did most of the work.
So books weren't burned like in Fahrenheit 451. They were just erased?
Exactly. No flames, no smoke, just a blinking cursor and then nothing. Articles disappeared mid-sentence. Accounts vanished overnight. It was cleaner than fire, but in some ways it was worse. Fire at least leaves ashes. We left no trace.
When did you realize something was wrong?
It was the first time I deleted something that made me pause. It was an essay about how comfort can become control. The writer compared constant entertainment to a warm blanket slowly tightening around your chest. I remember rereading that line. Then I deleted it anyway.
Why?
Because that was the job, and because I didn't want to be the one who stood out. In our society, standing out meant investigation. Investigation meant reassignment. Reassignment meant silence.
What was everyday life like for regular people?
Loud. Constantly loud. Screens on every wall. Personalized feeds playing 24 hours a day. News reduced to headlines. Debates reduced to slogans. Conversations reduced to emojis. We didn't read deeply. We didn't listen fully. We didn't question carefully.
That sounds familiar.
It should. That's the scary part.
So what caused the downfall?
It wasn't one dramatic moment. It was erosion, slow and steady, like water wearing down stone. When people stopped engaging with ideas, they stopped understanding each other. When they stopped understanding each other, they stopped trusting each other. And when trust disappeared, everything cracked.
Was there a turning point?
Yes, a citywide blackout. For 12 hours, the feeds went dark. No updates, no notifications, no digital noise. At first, people panicked. Then they started talking. Actually talking. Neighbors who had lived side by side for years introduced themselves. Some even pulled old books out of storage. Real paper, real ink.
And what happened when the power came back?
The company I worked for labeled the blackout a threat to social stability. They increased restrictions overnight. We were told to eliminate anything that encouraged offline gatherings or independent research. That's when protests began. Quiet at first, then louder. Not violent, just persistent. People asking for transparency, asking for open dialogue, asking for choice.
How did the government respond?
With more control, more filtering, more monitoring. They thought if they tightened their grip, they could restore order. But pressure builds. You can't compress thought forever.
So the system collapsed under its own weight?
Yes, infrastructure failed because no one trusted official updates anymore. Financial systems were delayed because misinformation filled the gaps where real reporting used to be. People didn't know what was true, so they stopped believing anything. Imagine a society drowning not in lies, but in shallow truth. Half facts, cropped images, context stripped away. It felt like breathing air that looked clear, but slowly poisoned you.
Do you feel responsible?
Every day. I wasn't burning books, but I was dimming the lights, one deletion at a time.
If you could go back, what would you change?
I would have kept that essay. I would have asked questions. I would have chosen discomfort over convenience, because that's what we traded. We traded curiosity for comfort, depth for speed, thought for approval.
What do you want listeners to take away, learn, or improve from this?
That censorship doesn't always look like flames. Sometimes it looks like convenience. Sometimes it feels like protection. Sometimes it sounds like someone saying, "Don't worry, we'll handle the thinking for you." And the moment you accept that, the moment you stop asking why, the collapse has already begun.
Do you think it can happen again?
It already is. Not the same way, not the same scale, but the temptation is always there. The temptation to mute what's uncomfortable, to scroll past what's challenging, to replace conversation with consumption.
So, what keeps a society from falling?
People who read, people who question, people who ask, people who think, people who pause before they delete.
That's hopeful.
It has to be, because unlike my world, yours still has a choice.
Thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you for asking the questions.
Thank you guys for tuning into this one-time, one-episode podcast. Hope you all enjoyed your time. See you on the next one, if there will be one.